Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to share with you guys another base, and we're talking about this base on the right. And this might be the best base which I've ever shared on this YouTube channel, and it's just doing insanely well. So just to show you guys, I have put this base on the kind of lower car, well, like with the rushed walls, with the non-max cannons and everything. And I will just show you my defensive log. Like, I will just scroll through it and you guys can like decide on your own if you think this base is good or bad. Remember, this is with non-max defenses. So just going through this without cutting, without doing anything, I just like talk through it, and you guys see it in the gameplay. I'm scrolling non-stop, and you guys see as well, there's so freaking many 1-stars. There's not a single triple in this, and this base is doing crazy well. And you can use this base in the Clan War, you can use this base in the Clan War League, or for Legend. Like, it's possible to do that in kind of all of those different things. And before we're actually taking a look at the base, and I will share the link with you guys, I have to give two big shoutouts. First off, to Red John from RH Base Building Team, who built the base, and then to Ziggy, who kind of fine-tuned the base, like every single trap and so on. So if you say like, okay, this base is going to be a YouTube base, I don't want to copy it anyway. Well, and if you need custom bases, just check out the RH Base Building Discord server. You can find many good custom-made bases for you guys there. So yeah, just check it out. The link is down below in the description and in the pinned comment as well. So let's get back to the base. And what exactly do I mean by saying Red John created this base and Ziggy fine-tuned this base? First off, like how we do this normally is our base building team is building a base for us. So we have like the general base, and then we're tweaking this base, which basically means we're throwing different strategies at the base, and then we're switching up things like rotating buildings, tweaking traps, like changing them, etc. And over time, like over a long time, bases can like get better and better with like better trap placement, etc. And this is kind of the final result. This base was that good that Alternate copied the base, for example, for their show match against the Tank last month. And this base is already kind of old. This, like, I do not want to talk around it. This base is kind of old, and there might be already different versions out there on YouTube. But this one is the original version with the correct traps. And what do I mean by that with the correct traps? Just small things. Like, for example, this one lonely spring trap can make or break an attack. Now you guys wonder, this spring trap is completely wasted. Like, why would you put a spring trap over there? It's not even good. Like, normally you want to have spring traps like this one, where you have a spring trap in between of two buildings. That's it. But Ziggy, like I said, tested this base like for hours, for days, for weeks. And at some point he saw, okay, one thing which a lot of people are doing is like a charge in here, and then like a next layer wall breaker, like getting the wall break in here to charge for the eagle and for the scatter shot and so on. But one thing which is every single time the same is the wall breaker pathing. And that's kind of strange, because the wall breaker pathing is always walking around the buildings and running above this spring trap, which means the spring trap is triggering the super wall breaker and making him fly away. And because there are two tiles in between of the spring trap and the wall won't open. Small things like this can actually be crazy valuable on a defense. So really nice job on things like that, and every single trap got really nicely fine-tuned, so really good job on that one. And I think the best thing how I can showcase to you guys how good this base actually is just showing you a couple of replays, but I will do that in a second. First off, this base has like an offset clan castle, which is normally pretty nice against any sort of lightning attacks, even though you might think, okay, there's a lot of lightning value, like you can use the lightning spell on the clan castle, expo, wizard tower. So even you guys might think that it's not that easy to still get the Lalo done, because there's the enemy royal champion, there's the enemy queen, there are two sweepers that way, so it's not that easy how it looks. So this base is doing crazy well, and overall those charges around the Townhall are pretty baited, and it's really hard to execute because of the two ground expos. But I will show you guys that in the replay. So we should hop over. This base, like I said, is doing crazy well. If you want to copy it, the base link is down below in the comments. And I think we should just get started with the replays, right? I think you can all agree with that. So let's check out the defenses. First off, I think we should take a look at the 1-stars because those are the most fun to watch. I hope I don't share any attacks of anyone who's like upset after that. But to be honest, I on my own do so many 1-stars in my live stream. That's how it works, but it shows as well how good the base can be. So let's take a look at the first attack. And this is like a Yeti bow bat, which is pretty common. And the next thing is I would want to share with you guys most of the attacks with maxed offense, like maxed heroes, maxed troops, and everything. And still, I have those lonely cannons, which are still, I think they're Townhall 11, or even I think Townhall 11, but still, like they're not that great. let's put it like this, and we have the lava walls. So this base is far from being maxed. Even though I have to say it, well, the key defenses are maxed, like Scattershot, Expos, Inferno Towers, and the Eagle. Those are maxed. And the base is getting closer to getting maxed as well, but still, the cannons, for example, and cannons are key defenses for something like Yeti Snatch or ground attacks in general. And a lot of people, like I said, are trying to come in from the different side of the tunnel because they say, okay, there's so many ground expos, let's try to come in from the different side and try to take down the enemy clan castle early. But with this, it's not that easy. And you guys saw that the warden got taken down really early on because the timing of the clan castle is kind of annoying. You have to say that. So yeah, now the troops are getting into the base and a couple of spring traps hitting Yetis because, like I said, those spring traps are pretty nice. And now the next jump spell getting into the back end. The tornado trap in the core is mainly concentrated, and it will get triggered in a second. Yeah, it is. The core tornado trap is mainly for setting up those two scatter shots if someone is coming from the tunnel side. Because what this does is, as soon as something is entering the core, mainly like Yeti Smash, the tornado trap is keeping the Yetis and the boulders on, like, in place, and then you have this crossfire of scatter shots, which is crazy effective. So this is a really nice setup, and now we have the bats coming in, but as we guys know, the town is a storage, which means the bats are, yeah, not really making it. The next nice thing is with all those open walls, the queen cannot really get through this wall because, well, the walls were open, so she has to go around and she will never come back and she will never go for the tunnel, which is key on this one. So you guys see, it's doing pretty good. But now let's take a look at a couple of more attacks because obviously not everyone is coming in from the other side of the tunnel. Or are they? We will take a look at. So, next attack is going to be, let's see. Yeah, we have a really nice selection of 1-stars over here. I think we should take a look at this one first because I want to highlight how difficult it is to actually charge around the town hall. And you guys might remember over here and on the other side as well, there are Tesla. Those Tesla are key because what exactly are they doing? If someone is charging around the town hall, mainly hybrid, but if someone is charging around the town hall, they will most likely charge want to charge and want to do something like this. This is like the optimal path. But what happens instead is with those Tesla, the queen is going to get lured on the outside and will never go in because she's going to get to the first Tesla, to the builder hut, second Tesla, and then she can reach this storage from the outside, which means she's going to walk around. She will never go into the single inferno tower. This is kind of the key. Meanwhile, a lot of people are getting surprised by all of the damage. This is why this guy had to use the queen ability, and then the archers, yeah, activated the town hall, and this attack is kind of over from this point. He's trying to save it with like Yeti Smash and everything, but to be honest, like from this opening, it's really hard to come back from. You guys can see as well. Like I said, a lot of people are charging into the bottom side, and you can see as well, those black mines are hitting hard. Only 2 healers out of 5 are still left. And this is GG and game over. But now let's talk about the clan castle for a little bit, because the clan castle actually is pretty important on this one. So what should you put in your clan castle? First thing is kind of like a lava hound, 2 headhunters and 3 archers, or like 3 goblins, one of those 2. And the next thing, which is pretty good as well, if you're just stacking headhunters in there, like a lot of headhunters with a couple of archers. This is working pretty well as well, especially against queen charges on the clan castle side. So you can kind of adapt, like whatever the enemies are bringing, you can kind of adapt with the clan castle choice. And yeah, let's take a look at the next attack, because like I said, we have many. And even though this attack strategy got, oh, let's just take a look at it. We can do double speed, but I feel like this attack strategy got kind of more popular again, especially after the last qualifier. We saw the Chinese teams do it a little bit. I think the Japanese teams did this like mass golem witch bowler thing as well. I'm not a huge fan of this, but I guess everyone has to just decide on their own. It looks kind of interesting from time to time, but especially like when you're going from the other side of the town hall, it's kind of risky, obviously, and especially using the ram. But you can see how well this works with the double scattershot setup. Like a lot of witches, etc., are dying. Still, the spring traps are hitting those witches nicely. The next Yeti is flying, the next witch is flying. So the traps are just crazy on this base, and this is what I say. Like whenever I say to you guys, I don't have time for streaming, I don't have time for like a video or something because we need to test bases. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This fine tuning, this trap placement, this is making or breaking a base. And yeah, that's kind of key. Like even a base which is having a trash setup, like a trash layout, you can even save those bases with perfect trap placement. Might be not becoming the best base, but it's still going to be a decent base because of better trap placement. And well, like the rest of the troops are dying, Townhall staying alive, whatever. But yeah, that's basically it. I don't want to show like the 37% 1-star because I feel like if this guy is actually watching my videos, it would be super embarrassing. But the tag, trust me, he tried to charge around the town hall. It didn't work out. We should just forget it. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys liked the base. And like I said, already many other pro teams copied this base because it's defending that great. And well, why not for you guys? So make sure to use it if you want to try it out. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow for another one. And until then, see ya guys and bye bye.